Center. Save on tickets at SouthernChristmasShow.com, courtesy of Kraft Body Scan.
The Southern Christmas Show.
Don't just love the lake, live it. Shop LKN Local, where you'll find unique apparel, home decor, and gifts with a lake vibe you'll just adore. Made by locals for locals, they'll even hand deliver to select zip codes. Shop LKN-local.com today.
The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the views of WSIC.
I want to see the kind of industries that are opening up.
This is Local Biz Now with Joe Vagnone, where your business matters. Local Biz Now.
You have to determine what is working, what isn't working.
Joe Vagnone is a respected business broker, helping individuals buy and sell businesses. Joe has successfully owned and operated many companies in a variety of industries. This is Local Biz Now, because your business matters.
You are listening to Local Biz Now, the #1 live business show in North Carolina. I am Joe Vagnone. We hope to inspire, inform, and entertain you, because that's what we do here at WSIC. View this show as well as over 750 past shows and playlists. They're all available on our YouTube channel. Go to Joe Vagnone Business Broker, that is Joe Vagnone Business Broker, and please subscribe and be a part of the #1 live business show in North Carolina, where your business matters. You may participate in the show through commenting on our social media sites, asking questions for our guests, and from time to time, you can even talk with one of our #1 fans and online encouraging participant, Julie, because everybody needs a Julie. And you can listen in on the social media sites. This week, we are changing things up. As a test of our bold new format, I'm handing over the #1 live business show mic to a hand-picked lineup of powerhouse special guests, each bringing their own unique insight to the world of small business. Today's special host is someone who knows what it takes to build a strong team and stronger business. With over 12 years of experience coaching and training business owners and their teams, David Dowdy has seen it all and helped fix most of it. From management and sales to leadership and team engagement, David's work with Action Coach Lake Norman has transformed companies by tackling some of the biggest challenges in businesses today, preparing owners and managers for success and teaching them to thrive. David's approach is simple: train smart, implement fast, and plan ahead. So buckle up, grab a cup of coffee, and enjoy your first show with this new format. I don't know a better guide to help you grow, lead, and thrive. And today, he's with us to show you just why your business matters. Here's your host for today's episode of Local Biz Now, Action Coach of Lake Norman, David Dowdy.
All right, welcome to the #1 live talk business radio show in North Carolina, presented to you live from the Burner Cigars studio, home of the finest premium cigars and cigar smokers in the world. Great people, premium cigars. Life is good at Burner Cigars, located in Birkdale Village and Highway 16 in Denver. I am David Dowdy with Action Coach Business Coaching Lake Norman. It is a thrill to be here filling in for the infamous Joe Vagnone, the smartest man in business. And if you're not convinced of that, just ask him. He'll talk you through it. Just a phenomenal guy. Thrilled to be here filling in for Joe. It is an honor, and this is Local Biz Now, where your business matters. So those of you that are tuning in regularly, you know that there is a co-host each and every month, but this is sort of a new twist here. I'm filling in on this format, and certainly want to hear your feedback as you have some ideas and thoughts. Send it to WSIC News on the Facebook page. So it is thrilling to be here in the second half of the show. May bring in the first half just a little bit. We're going to be talking with Matthew and Kara Peralta. Kara is the general manager and co-owner. Matthew is an owner of Snooze Mattress and Wellness. So we're certainly looking forward to the second half of the show and learning there. But first, I want to talk about year-end planning. You know, I own Action Coach Lake Norman, business training and coaching organization, and have the thrill of working with business owners day in and day out. And here we are. I can't believe it's November. We're talking about preparing for 2026 already. So it's kind of a good time going into the holiday seasons. Things slow down a little bit, but it's also a phenomenal time for those ambitious owners to kind of get ahead of the competition, be thinking ahead a little bit, doing some evaluation of what has been. So, that is so customary for Mr. Vagnone. I've gone onto the World Wide Web and done a little research here, and it's interesting. It's in perfect alignment with the processes and procedures that we tend to follow over at Action Coach. And going to look at a few things that are specifically geared to small businesses, and how they can finish strong in 2025, and then start getting ready for 2026 with some more clarity, focus, and momentum. So, what are the top 5 steps for year-end planning and preparation? So here we go. Number 1. Hopefully, we'll get through all 5 of these. Review financial performance, because everybody loves the financials. Everybody loves the math, right? My experience is that's not true. That's not true. Avoid those financial reports. But exactly what is involved in the financials? We think about, gosh, I know it's kind of scary for those that hate QuickBooks and whatnot, but being able to look at P&L and balance sheet and cash flow, I mean, it's critical to the success of your business. Business is math, and we've got to know the numbers, and understand where you stand. It's a good time as we approach the end of the year to look back at actual results versus a budget, provided you do have a budget, but at least look at actual results versus what, happened the previous year, the previous months, previous quarter, and whatnot. And so it is looking at reviewing revenue, expenses, and how the cash is flowing in and out. So if you're not attuned to that, by all means, get a bookkeeper, get a CPA involved in that portion of your business, so you can understand what's really making the business tick and how you can make some improvements looking into the next year. Tons of tax strategy. You ought to be doing some tax strategy planning as you come into the end of the year, and hopefully some of that's already in place for you. But that's number 1, reviewing financial performance. But I'm going to say a 1A, if I may. A second part of that is assess the profitability by product or service, even by customers or potential salespeople. You can look, if the books are set up appropriately, you can certainly do a deeper dive. And I tell you, the business is math. You got to know the numbers if you really want to have a strong business. So understand those numbers. And secondly, once you start knowing the numbers, you can really understand where your team capacity is, production capacity, the team itself, where the shortfalls are, and where the opportunities are as well to be able to hit the goals that you're really wanting to hit for next year. So there's a lot packed into that as you start evaluating what you've got in place, but also what you need in place to be able to make next year phenomenal. So we're going to get back into a few more of these quickly as we come out of the break, but certainly looking forward to hitting a couple of more of these to make the best preparation for next year. And then we'll get to connect with Kara and Matthew with Snooze Mattress and Wellness. Coming back after the break. Right. All good. Time flies when you're having this much fun, isn't it? Y'all got any questions or comments or thoughts? Not yet? So we'll go to the bottom of the hour, right, Reese? Okay. And Reese, do I go back through the sponsor, the burners, or do you know? Okay.
experience golf, dining, and entertainment. Golf
That was a great
lessons,
start.
tee times,
Oh, thank you.
sports bar and grill plus memberships are available online at the 500 Club. Monday, November 17th is the rescheduled Dino Open at the North Stone Country Club in Huntersville. This golf tournament benefits Little Smiles of North Carolina. Registration opens at 9 a.m. with a shotgun start at 10 and then a reception with awards, dinner, and drinks following. To donate, participate, or for more information, call 704-900-4747 about the Dino Open at North Stone Country Club on the 17th. Speedway Christmas at Charlotte Motor Speedway begins Friday, November 21st. The drive-through holiday light show features more than 5 million lights circling the iconic oval, pit road, and infield road course. Visit
So is it appropriate to say you and your wife, all three of you are owners? You want to mention your wife, or is it just
You sure can.
two of you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Heather and I, and Kara's the GM. Yep.
Right.
And we own 22 Jimmy John's open in Charlotte.
Oh, wow.
So that, could be if we're running out of
content.
Yeah.
Fast as this goes, I doubt it.
Right, it does go fast.
He said, "Do I have to wear my pajamas?" I said, "You can wear Jimmy John's."
That's awesome. But they're all in the greater Charlotte market.
Yeah. Yeah, we own all the ones along the lake. Opened the first store in Charlotte in 07, down by UNC Charlotte.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So,
It's been fun.
Pretty good run at it.
Yeah, one at a time. 19 years now.
Oh, my gosh. I'll try not to make that twist over to the Jimmy John's conversation, but
Business matters. This is Local Biz Now, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
And welcome back to the #1 live business show in North Carolina. I am Joe Vagnone, and this is where your business matters. Our special host today is my friend, whether he will admit it or not, a master at helping small business owners build exceptional teams and successful businesses. Action coach, David Dowdy.
all right. Yes, this is David Dowdy filling in for the Joe Vagnone on Local Biz Now, where your business matters. Great to be here again and moving on through our list, hot off the presses from the World Wide Web of some of the top things to do in year-end planning. We talked about reviewing financial performance and the importance of that, and do a little deeper dive into the numbers to understand really not just as an aggregate number what's making you money or costing you money, but diving in a little bit deeper into products or services, as well as potentially how salespeople are performing or different departments. We touched briefly on being able to evaluate the team and the capacity, the physical capacity within the business as to, is it set up today to accomplish everything you really want it to achieve in the coming year or years, and do a little deep dive into understanding what training might need to be involved. Maybe there's some additions and additional skill sets that you need into your team to be able to accomplish the goals that you've set out. So those are basically the first two of the five. Number 3 is review customer experience and retention. That's something we're so, as I talk with business owners all around, is marketing. Go get more leads, turn them into customers. But my goodness, we often overlook the value of the customers that are already in our database, the people that we've already done business with us, and they know our process, they love our products and services, and being able to go back and do a little deeper dive. And that should be part of the budget process, is customer retention, not just new customer acquisition. We go back and love on the existing database. There's huge value, and certainly those are great opportunities for referrals into their networks as well. And I've seen the study where it costs as much as 7 times as much to get a new customer as it does to hang on to an old one. So, just a little bit of effort to stay in touch with those past customers can be a huge, huge value. Number four out of the 5 is clarity of, as you prepare for year end and next year, clarity of the goals and KPIs that are necessary to achieve those goals next year. And just getting clear on what you're really after, what each of us is after in our business. You know, we're so busy running the race so often we fail to stop and really think about what it is we're after. You know, and if you've been around business for any length of time, you've probably heard the acronym SMART goals. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, time relevant or results oriented. And then the T is time bound. I've kind of had some fun with that and turning it from a SMART goal into a SMARTY goal, ending with a Y. And yes, it's a little play on words, but end it with a why. Why is that goal important? How does it impact you? And more importantly, who else does it impact? Who else does it benefit? And oftentimes that's what gets people over the hump to actually go after and achieve those goals. So being able to define three to five priorities going into the year, it's so critical to have some clarity on what you're really after, what the priorities are, rather than trying to be all things to all people and be a real diverse business. Get real specific on what you're after and what's going to mean success for you. And then the last piece out of the 5 is build a strategic plan. At Action Coach, we're big believers in a 90-day plan. There's something about 90 days that's long enough to actually get some work done, but short enough to feel like you've made some progress. So a lot of that it can be broken down, a strategic plan, into different segments, into the basic functions of the business. Marketing, clearly define the target market, that avatar. And you might have more than one target, but you can't have 20 or 30. I mean, you got to have a few and then be able to dial in the marketing strategies accordingly. And then the next step, once you get a lead, of course, is to be able to convert them into a buying customer, right? And that's a sales process. And that process might be different depending on the avatar, depending on the prospect. So that's part of the strategic planning, as well as far as the operations go, having a detailed plan how you're actually going to deliver the goods and services that people are buying, and finally support the roles, support those financial goals with a good financial plan to make sure you can capitalize that and grow have the money and the cash flow to grow and do the things that you really want to do to hit those goals. So again, going back through those top 5, review the financial performance and digging in a little deeper into the nuances of those. Conduct a team and capacity review. Number 3 was review customer experience and the retention thereof. And then clarify your goals and KPIs. And finally, have a good plan going into the year. It's so critical to have each of those. And we've been, here we are talking about the plans for next year. I hope that's a quick, valuable bullet point list of 5 aspects. But in doing that, I find that, hey, it's all great ideas. How do I actually execute on that? And so a few tools that I've found useful, and with working with a lot of business owner clients around the Lake Norman area, is using a basic SWOT analysis. And if you've never heard of a SWOT analysis, it's not SWAT, it's SWOT. And it's an acronym that stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And the way that breaks down, strengths and weaknesses are, in essence, internal. They're your business. Opportunities and threats tend to be more geared towards the marketplace. And as we think about those and do a little deeper dive, and this is kind of thing that I find that, especially around the holidays, it's a great time to slow down, get alone, get in the quiet of your own office or living room or whatever that may be, and think and do a deeper dive and really dissect some of these things and put some time and energy into it to get that clarity that we talked about. But if anybody's been around me enough in the past, I lean a lot into the science. I've got a chemistry degree, and I use a lot of the universal laws and principles. And you can't argue with them. You can push back on them. You don't have to accept them, but they are laws and they don't budge. So we can use them to our advantage. And there's this thing called inertia. And I love the concept of inertia. And if you don't know, I'm gonna look it up. The law of inertia says that a body in motion will stay in motion unless acted upon by an outside force. Conversely, a body at rest will stay at rest unless acted upon by force. And even a body moving at a certain speed will continue at that speed unless it's acted upon by an outside force. So what are those outside forces? It could be learning. Go expand your knowledge, read a book, listen to some podcasts, go to Joe's YouTube channel and watch the videos, pick up on some of the tips and tricks in order to create an outside force that will move you. Certainly that's my profession. That's what actually Coach Lake Norman is all about, is being that outside force for business owners that are kind of moving along their way and they're getting the results similar to what they've always had. And I think so often my experience is most business owners, I even had a conversation recently with an owner that talked about, I asked him, what are you thinking for 2026? And they said, well, 2 years ago we did this and last year we did this. And so next year we're looking at doing this. And it was purely an extension of the past. That is inertia. It's just going to continue on, grow your 10%, 12%. But why? Why not 20%? Why not 50%? Find that outside force that will change the trajectory or change the speed. And there's resources all around. Locally, we've got organizations like the Small Business Center at every community college across the state. We've got SCORE. We've got YouTube. We've got books. We've got conferences. There's tons and tons of resources and even individuals, mentors and coaches like myself that will come along gladly and, complimentary coaching sessions, just to get you started, get in the right direction, or, do something deeper and commit to something new in the coming year that will set you off on a new trajectory. So a lot of that comes by way, frankly, of just having the conversations. I think it was, maybe you guys have heard, Steve Jobs used to pay somebody to walk with him, because if you look at the brain mapping and activities, your brain operates in a certain way creatively, and the energy runs in a certain way when you're by yourself. But when you're in conversation with somebody, it goes to a whole nother level. Hence the group, the mastermind conversations, the group talking. Get with somebody that will stretch your mind, stretch your intentionality, and change your trajectory into 2026. So it's a phenomenal opportunity coming up in the coming weeks and months to kind of regroup and think through what's going to move you personally, what's going to move your business forward into the coming year. Of course, if there's any interest or curiosity, check out Joe's YouTube video. Reach out to Joe. He's a phenomenal resource for small business. ActionCoachNC.com has tons of resources there. Make a selfish plug here for my book that came out this summer, the Success Equation: How to Overcome Challenges and Achieve Unstoppable Growth. So pick that up on Amazon, or give me a call. I'll give you one. Filled with tons of resources and universal principles to get you moving along in a faster rate and perhaps in a new direction than what you've done in the past. So really looking forward to talking after the break. When we get back, we're going to be speaking with Matthew and Kara Peralta, Snooze Mattress and Wellness. I can't wait to hear the story of these two and how they have had such an impact in this community already. And I'm sure they've got a lot of insight, especially I love the Snooze Mattress and Wellness. One of the fundamentals to business growth and personal growth is your own wellness and good sleep. So we'll be coming back after the break and hearing a lot more about that piece. Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully I teed that up good enough.
Great. The only thing I wrote down was that we're having our anniversary at the end of the month. So if you want to ask about it, then you can. But
all right. Fantastic. Kara, you want to do the majority of the? Are you going to lead?
Yeah.
Okay, I figured that was the case.
No, really, I'm not.
He's the pro.
Not really.
Well, you're the face of the company. This is. This
so
is
proud of her.
all you.
So thankful for her.
Yeah. So how long, your 1 year anniversary here? Awesome.
Mm-hmm. We opened last year on Black Friday.
Wow.
If you need home medical equipment, call Lowry Drug in Statesville. We have everything you need in stock, including portable oxygen concentrators, CPAPs, masks, lift chairs, wheelchairs, scooters, hospital beds, supplies, and anything else you need. Get it when you need it. Check out LowryDrug.com or call 704-873-2247. Lowry Drug, your hometown source since 1959, across from Iredell Memorial Hospital. We are worth the drive. Come see us.
Prioritizing your health is one of the best ways to take care of yourself. From routine visits to the joys of pregnancy to the illnesses that stop you in your tracks, Iredell Health System will be by your side. Learn more at iredellhealth.org.
Take your life by the reins and let the horses at Willow
She said I'd be able to watch this live on Facebook, but I can't. Otherwise, it's not showing.
Depression and addiction. Love life again. Visit willowequine.com today.
I was hoping to be able to do that in case Julie is pinging me with stop.
Questions. I guess we're passing the test so far. I hope so.
Or I have. Y'all haven't
You're
even
doing
considered.
great.
You take over.
I think you've done so well. You'll be invited back.
Yeah, they'll love you. You have the perfect job to do these conversations.
It helped. No
great.
shortage of material, right?
Yeah.
What's hard is not making it a commercial.
Right.
Making it neutral, right?
Right.
And that's why I at least went on the web. I was like, yeah, I know this stuff. Like,
Yeah.
but you gotta at least, I wasn't going to lie on the radio. Like,
Right.
there's a record of it.
That's awesome. I love it. Oh, we're listening about prostate issues.
Whatever pays the
Whatever.
bills.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
Ready to take control of your weight with real medical support? At Renew Specialty Group, we offer semaglutide, tirzepatide, and now retatrutide with
Half the battle with my
personalized plans and real
self is reading my own notes. Yeah. I feel like I should have been a doctor. My dad was a pharmacist. And so I got to see all the prescriptions and the doctor scribbling and like, I don't know how he could decipher. And,
He always writes all caps.
I try that and it's still like, look at it, it's still just kind of rough.
From my old scientific notation book.
So I
was
saw
a chemistry biology double major in
Oh,
college.
is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Where'd you go to school?
At Trinity College up in Deerfield, Illinois.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I graduated from NC State.
Okay,
Nice.
cool.
Yeah, local. Yeah, I was. I'd applied to. Did you ever use it? Did you ever use it?
I went on, got my master's in bioethics, and was going to go to med school, and applied for from the time I started college till done 9 years and never got in. Took the
Wow.
MCATs 3 times, got a 30, summa cum laude in my master's degree, and I
Well,
couldn't
the
get
apple
in.
doesn't fall far from the tree right there. I mean, you're pretty sharp too, from what the records show. I
We
stalked
were
you.
like, that's proof God has another plan
That's
because
right.
he should have gotten in.
Yeah. So now you make sandwiches for a living.
That's right.
Yeah.
And love it.
Love it.
Local starts here.
12 years of conversations, thousands of insights, and one truth: your business matters. This is Local Biz Now, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
And welcome back to the #1 live business show in North Carolina. I am Joe Vagnone, and this is where your business matters. Our special host today is my friend, whether he will admit it or not, a master at helping small business owners build exceptional teams and successful businesses. Action Coach David Dowdy.
All right. We are back on the #1 live talk business radio show in North Carolina. This is Local Biz Now, where your business matters. Did I get anywhere close to the way Joe says
nailed
that?
it. So nailed it.
Awesome. Very good. So you probably heard a couple extra voices here in the room. This may actually be the first time anybody has come into the studio in pajamas, but I don't know that for sure. I'm kind of new at this, but welcome to Kara and Matthew.
Thank you.
Peralta. Yes. So Matthew and Heather, your wife, Matthew,
right.
are co-owners along with Kara. Kara serves as general manager of Snooze Mattress and Wellness. So thrilled to have you guys here. So
Thank you.
Thank you. We're thankful to be here.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about Snooze.
So Snooze is Snooze Mattress and Wellness is the sleep shop of the future. We really focus on helping people get the best sleep possible through mattresses, adjustable bases, top of bed accessories, massage chairs, things like that. But the focus of our whole business, of the whole franchise, is to help people get deep restorative sleep. So that's what we're about.
Fantastic. And so what's the backstory? I know you showed me a note here. You're getting ready to come up on 1 year anniversary. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you.
pretty
It's been a
exciting.
great year.
So,
Big milestone.
oh yeah. So why Snooze? Why Mattress and Wellness? What's the backstory?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. So, a few years ago, we had a fire in our building in Cornelius. The old Tropicana burned.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So we were at a kind of a pivotal point where we were deciding what we wanted to do and if we were going to release the space to someone else. And we decided to expand the space and owner occupy. So we started looking into several franchises and seeing what we could bring to the Lake Norman community that could really, add value and impact lives. And so we ended up with Snooze.
Yeah, we love it.
Fantastic. Well, going into the break, I talked about from a business owner standpoint. My goodness, small business owners work long hours, or a lot of them do. Some that don't make it, like you really didn't put in the time. But there's a lot of stress in being in business, and frankly, in being in life these days. Life is so fast, and things, our diets and everything tend to impact sleep. So Snooze is a franchise, you said, and I think it's all 80 or so and growing rapidly across the country.
Yeah, it is a franchise. It was very small when we got in. We were about the 10th store to open. Oh, wow. So very, very young. Very good. But Snooze is definitely forward focused and really thinking about how to, impact lives beyond,
Yeah.
what we do.
Yeah. And it's like, the mattress industry in general hasn't had these conversations about sleep. And so Snooze is like, all right, why are people coming to buy mattresses and not getting to discuss like the actual sleep problems that they're having? So Snooze is all about like seeing communities healed through deep restorative sleep by addressing different sleep challenges, snoring, sleep apnea, lower back pain, whatever it is that causes people not to sleep well.
I checked all three of those boxes right there.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's just kind of, the heart behind the franchise is let's bring a fresh breath, to the mattress industry and really, elevate the experience for consumers.
So there's so much science going into so many different things these days. I mean, just the sleep science is, there's so much to it. And you walk into Snooze or any other mattress store and holy smokes, where do you even start?
Right.
I mean, we've got a time limit on the radio show, but where do you start? If somebody were to walk into Snooze, what's that experience like?
Absolutely. You'll be greeted by one of our Snooze coaches. We'll be wearing pajamas, making the environment really approachable. But we start on our pressure mapping system called Dream Mapping. And so we look at your body's pressure points and your sleep position to help you find, what kind of support and comfort you're going to need to get the best sleep possible. From there, we talk about different sleep challenges that you might have, like sleep apnea or snoring. We can show you how adjustable bases impact that. We even have now introduced at-home sleep tests, which cost about $350 as opposed to the thousands you would spend sleeping in a clinic, outside of your home and going through a rigorous,
and I've never
testing
done it.
process.
From what I hear, it's kind of hard to go to sleep when you're in a clinic.
It's really hard, right? So so we've now introduced with Sleep Corner a at-home sleep test that you can take home and see, really what your body needs. So Snooze as a whole, we're having these conversations with our customers just because we care. So we'll walk people through the process. We do the hard work to educate ourselves and to learn every day so that the customers can come in the store and really get down to earth. What's true, what's not true, where do you start, what are they actually going to need?
It sounds like a phenomenal experience in the store.
It really is. It could be so daunting thinking it's time for a new mattress. You put it off. It's been a while, probably been too long. But then the thought of going to a mattress store and just laying on 30 beds, after 3 or 4, you've completely lost your orientation. And that's where Snooze just really sets apart.
Yeah.
It just gives you, it eliminates a lot of the uncertainty, which is just amazing.
Well, Matthew, I'm so glad you're here. Kara, you're part of an entrepreneurial family, right?
Sure
you're
am.
Serial entrepreneurs
They're the
here. Yeah. So, Kara, you've got quite a background, like Liberty University, right?
Yes, sir.
And then went on the mission field for a bit?
Yes, I did the World Race, which is an 11-month mission trip I went to 6 different countries.
Wow.
And actually did it twice. I went back in alumni squad led.
Wow. So what was your favorite experience on that?
Oh man, too many to recall, but truly just my favorite part was connecting with so many different cultures. I think it's helped me so much coming back to the States, getting to connect with anyone who walks through my door, anyone I meet in my neighborhood. Like, just the connection with all different cultures and perspectives has been so humbling. And so that's one of my favorite parts of Snooze, is whether through networking or people who walk through my door, I get to meet so many different people. And I just have such a deep appreciation for that because of seeing so many cultures overseas.
Yeah, it sounds like talking with each of you today, you got a real heart to serve and you care about people.
Yeah, thank you, definitely.
That's really cool. So the education that you've got, and then the mission field, and then you come back and, hey, I'm going to be a general manager of Snooze. Is that the way it went?
Pretty much. I
got nothing else to do. Why not?
Yeah, I hadn't yet found like a full-time job, and they were starting this, and they were like, you have all the skills that it would take, and we don't know what it's going to take. We can't really put this on Indeed yet. So they were like, why don't you get it off the ground, and then we'll, know how to market the job in the future if you do find something else. So it's been a fun year together, a lot of learning, a lot of uncharted territory, but I've been really grateful for the experience.
Okay, so don't really know what it's going to take. Matthew, you and Heather didn't come from bedding industry.
We didn't.
You come from?
Yeah, we come from Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's. And not just one sandwich store.
Yeah. We have 22 open now. So we've been making sandwiches and rocking the Charlotte market and Lake Norman for almost 19 years. So for us, it was if I want to talk to somebody about being a general manager of Jimmy John's, no problem. We can talk for 3 hours. But what it takes to be a general manager of a Snooze Mattress and Wellness, completely different story.
Yeah.
So we knew we all had a lot of learning to do.
No doubt. And the thing that comes to mind for me is at Jimmy John's, it's like ding, you're the orders placed,
Freaky
you're cranking
fast.
out high number of transactions, whereas in Snooze, you pause, you slow down. That's a completely different customer
Totally
experience.
different pace.
It sure is.
Yeah, so you probably need to stay out of each other's lanes, right? Is that
right.
No, we actually love it.
Yeah,
Jimmy
it's been awesome.
John's can be so freaky fast. It's nice to step into Snooze and slow things down a little bit.
I'm sure. So what percentage of your time do you put into contributing at Snooze? I'm curious.
That's a good question.
He does a lot on the back end, like from the office at home. I don't know how to do any QuickBooks.
I gotcha.
But I still know how to dream
pajamas.
map people and take them
true.
to,
Awesome. All right, we're going to take a break right now, and we'll be back with Matthew and Kara Peralta at Snooze Mattress and Wellness. See you on the other side.
"12 years strong, Joe Vagnone is still delivering the conversations that count. More Local Biz Now, after the break, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Oh, okay.
You pointed like, wait, what?
And you're on.
That was a quick break. The show's going fast, but holy smokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when we come back, I'll ask you a little bit about what you really like about it, rewards, maybe some of the biggest challenges in the business. A year in, you've probably seen all the statistics of businesses fail heavily in that first year, first 5 years, and even 10 years. So congratulations on sticking your neck out. And,
Only one you're in, but
Yeah.
we're on a good track.
You can't get to 5 without getting to 1.
It's true.
I've got 3 sons, all in their 20s now, and all out of college and everything. And through college and in the summers, I've had them work for me a little bit. And it was okay, but it's weird to fire your own kids. It's hard on marriage too when you do that.
Yeah, we have 4 kids, and all 4 worked full time for us at some point or another along, through high school and college.
And hopefully, I've got at least one that's got an entrepreneurial spirit. I've got a mechanical engineer as the oldest, and the other 2 are kind of, one's finance major and one business major, and working in smaller businesses.
That's awesome.
Love to see them come around.
All 4 of us do different things, very different things.
Yeah, we have a finance analyst at Raytheon in Tucson.
Oh, wow.
A private protector in L.A. And our daughter Kayla is a project manager at Taylor Morrison in Valentine. Home builder.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
That's all. It's tough keeping in touch with them too, isn't it? I mean,
it's hard to keep up.
I got 2 living upstairs. And I see them when they come to the kitchen.
Our fantasy chat never ends, though.
That's right.
I can't keep up with that group chat.
So true.
Job opportunities, real estate information, and more. Visit liveworkplaylkn.com and sign up for the weekly newsletter. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
12 years of conversations, thousands of insights, and one truth: your business matters. This is Local Biz Now, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
And welcome back to the #1 live business show in North Carolina. I am Joe Vagnone, and this is where your business matters. Our special host today is my friend, whether he will admit it or not, a master at helping small business owners build exceptional teams and successful businesses. Action coach, David Dowdy.
All right, here we are coming into the final segment of Local Biz Now, where your business matters. Yes, Joe, we've heard it a couple times. I do consider you a friend. So we'll check that box too. So excellent. Thanks for letting me host today. And again, thrilled to have Kara Peralta and Father Matthew Peralta here in the studio with us. So great to have you. Family-owned business. What is it like? Come on, I know what it's like, but tell our listener, what's it like to work with family?
I love it. It's like you get to do your job also knowing that like you have the biggest cheerleaders and people who will support you and answer your calls. Like I love family business.
And you're
what do you think? Dad?
Only a year in.
Only a year in.
It's a matter of time. It is a blessing. Right.
It sure is. Yeah. No, it's been amazing. And I mean, the Peraltas bleed mayo. We've been doing this for 19 years. Started with Jimmy John's, and we all learned how to work together, and we've grinded. I mean, our kids grew up in it. They saw how hard it was. Yeah. And so they really have a amazing work ethic. So working with Kara this year has just been incredible. Watching her grow and be able to do things like this has been amazing.
So what are a couple of tips or tricks that work in a family business, whether it's husband, wife, daughter or son in the business? What have you found to be a benefit that you could share with the listeners?
Yeah, I think for us, communication. Huge fans on, more communication than less. Oftentimes when there's, a gap between expectation and experience, that gap is communication. So, we now have regular every other week meeting set up with Kara so we can talk through things and get on the same page. As family, you talk a lot.
Right.
So sometimes you mistake talking a lot for good, solid business communication, but the two don't always go hand in hand.
No,
We're always talking about snooze and mattresses and wellness and what we can do and what we can bring to the community, but that doesn't always equate to, hey, here are some things that Kara is struggling with day to day, and we need to address those and figure out how to kick those roadblocks down together.
Yeah.
Right. So, Kara, you can probably attest to when you talk about the communication, expectations, and whatnot. When like we were talking about in the first segment here was clear expectation or clear goals. And if there's metrics or measurements involved, then it becomes real clear where everybody's on the same page. You don't really, my experience is oftentimes a spouse, a business partner, it doesn't want to bring it up. They don't want to be the one to initiate the conversation because it's tough, right? But if it's laid out before you even get started, it makes it so much easier. You're on the same page. And, Matthew, I see you're wearing your Jimmy John's hat here, but, figuratively, we're going to take off the family hat and put on the business hat, general manager hat, operations, whatever that may be, and just have a frank business conversation. So excellent. So, okay, so it's awesome working together. What's a challenge?
I don't know. I honestly, I think aside from, I don't necessarily think that there's a specific, challenge with when it comes to family business. I think we've worked a lot of those kinks out over the years, and just having those clear expectations. I think my heart is just to honor my parents and to serve them well by stewarding their business well. And I think that perspective is helpful in our business relationship. But I think the challenges in general have just come with uncharted territory and me just learning so many things I have never done before, I think a lot of business owners feel that you felt that when we started Jimmy John's in 2007, you have no clue what you're doing. You don't even know, I had no clue how to do anything, really, seriously, anything. And so just learning every little thing is definitely a challenge when you're just going in head first. But little by little, you just have to eat the elephant one bite at a time.
That's great. So you're coming up on a year. I think you shared you opened Black Friday, right? So real close to a year. What are you going to do to celebrate?
So
what are you going to do to celebrate the year?
We're having a better than Black Friday birthday bash that weekend.
Better than Black Friday.
Better than Black Friday. Black Friday through Cyber Monday. We're just going to have a lot of fun inviting our friends, family, community, potential customers, former customers into the store just to celebrate and, have fun together. So we can't wait.
Fantastic. And you just to be clear, you're on Catawba Avenue, right?
Right next to Jimmy John's on West Catawba.
Yes. Right next to Jimmy John's. Excellent.
Exactly.
So make sure everybody put that on your calendar to come celebrate the birthday with you guys. So what's next? I mean, you're a year in. It sounds like things are going great. What do you see in the future? What are the opportunities, or what are you thinking as you continue to grow and learn?
We're definitely leaning into what makes Snooze different as a franchise and as our specific location, just really leaning into the wellness portion of Snooze. That's our purple cow. My dad can talk more about that. But, seeing next steps in the coming year by bringing in the sleep kit in a box, by having wellness conversations, by the different products we're bringing into the store. That's really what's on the forefront of this coming year, is pressing into that wellness aspect that's not common in other mattress stores. So do you want to tell us about the purple cow?
The purple cow. Yeah. And I heard it early on, you mentioned some of the chairs, I think, so it goes along with wellness and all.
Yeah, and that's a great reason to visit, just for the massage chairs.
I might stop in on the way back up the road right after this.
They can be life-changing.
Yeah.
And Snooze is really just on the early end. I mean, the collaborations that they've got going, some things coming out with Gary Brecka and others, just some really exciting stuff.
Yeah.
So we're excited about that. But so the wellness part in the mattress industry, Purple Cow, what sets us apart, what makes us different? If you drive down the country road and you see lots of cows, you're not going to say anything to anybody. But if you see a purple one, your next stop, you're talking with family, you're going to say, you're never going to believe what I just saw. Yeah. It was set apart. It was a book that was written probably a decade and a half ago.
Yeah. Business owners have to think, how can we be, what's our purple cow?
Our purple cow?
How can we be different?
Yeah, so the wellness piece is really is a big portion of our purple cow. Also our dream mapping. I mean, it really is. Our sleep coaches, our dream mapping, eliminating that uncertainty in the mattress search and really making it more comfortable and fun, not like a used car sales lot.
Right.
It's awesome.
Yep.
That's great. So, Kara, I know I'm out networking, members of the chamber and some networking groups, and I see you out there quite a bit. So you are the face of the company.
Yeah.
So what do you like most about the Lake Norman area? I mean, you guys chose to be here.
Right.
Maybe you've got roots here prior to. I think you kind of grew up a little east of here, over on the other side in Cabarrus County. But
sure did.
You chose Cornelius and the Lake Norman community. What do you love about it?
I just love how tight-knit the community is. I really believe like this area, everyone is really for each other. Like everyone wants everyone to win and is really just, on the same team. I love that. I love getting to meet the other business owners and just, people in this area who really just, are building one another up. And that's meant so much to me as a young entrepreneur and, manager of our stores, just to really get to learn from so many different people who are willing to share. So I just feel like there's so much wisdom and experience in this area. And that's been my favorite part of like the networking. But in general, we just love the Cornelius area, and it was the perfect location for Snooze with our store like the store, space available right here. So
yeah. So if you're out in the community, who's manning the ship?
Well, I
obviously have a team.
Yeah, I have a team. And they're awesome. They, when my team's winning, I'm winning. I love them. They're the best. So a lot of times we'll have our team out there, and I'm in the store when they're not. So
yeah, fantastic. So I don't want to miss the opportunity to give you the accolades that are due. I understand you got a couple of awards lately. Is that right?
She sure
Yes,
did.
sir.
I mean, I don't know if she's going to be able to speak to it herself or not. She's got a big smile on her face over here.
We went to the 2025 Snooze Fest convention, the second annual convention in Colorado, and had an award ceremony. And our store won the Community Ambassador Award among the whole franchise because we just have stood apart in getting out there in the community. We try to host an event or two each month in our store. And, like you said, I'm all around town. So it's been cool to get to be ambassadors.
That's awesome. And so community ambassador, and there was a core pillars. Is that what? Tell me about the core pillars. What is?
Yeah, it's like what makes like a snooze coach. I think it's like the core pillars of a snooze coach. It's like you have grit. You're coachable. I'm not gonna remember them all.
Oh, that's sorry to put you on this spot.
You're pillow fighters. Like you're fun. Like, but really, it came down to like grit and coachable, and it was a vote that anyone in the franchise voted on, and I'm really, really humbled to have received the award.
That's awesome. Congratulations
Thank you
on
so
that.
much.
So continuing to grow in the community, what would you tell somebody that's looking to open a business in the Lake Norman community?
I would definitely say it's hard work. There's a lot of grind behind the glory. Like you see a lot of established businesses and can, admire that, but know that there's going to be a lot of hard work and countless hours behind the scenes. And not to lose heart, like continue on knowing that like your labor isn't in vain, like just press on and get plugged in, like get to know the community, get to know the other business owners around you. Like I got so nervous walking into my first networking events, but like just introduce yourself to people, and everyone's nervous the first time, but just go for it.
And
Just
invest
go
in
talk
your
to
people.
Yeah.
Systems are great, but people bring systems to life.
Yeah.
Yep.
Keep investing, keep training.
Yep.
Yeah, you're speaking my language there. It's
love that.
fantastic. Absolutely. So congratulations on your successes.
Thank
and exciting for the 1 year anniversary. So again, that's Friday, right after Thanksgiving, all the way through Monday. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Snooze Mattress and Wellness. Got Matthew. Congratulations on your successes. Not just with Snooze and with Kara here, but with Jimmy John's. And Kara, keep up the good work. You're doing a phenomenal job. Great to see you in the marketplace. And again, my name's David Dowdy. I own Action Coach Lake Norman and been around 12 years working directly with business owners, helping them achieve more and get to the successes of business that they dreamed of when they went in to start with. So thrilled to be a part of the community, thrilled to be a part of Local Biz Now. Thank you, Mr. Vagnone. You are my friend. And here at Local Biz Now, your business matters.
WSIC, Statesville, W290DK Mooresville,